It's me, Blippi, and look at where I'm at. Yeah, I am at Valley Auto in Tenino, Washington. This is where they work on vehicles. Whoa, do you see that truck up there? Whoa, it's so high up there. That's crazy. Whoa, so many cool machines in here. Come on. Whoa, look at this big truck. Do you see how it's on the ground? Yeah, they're on the ground, but then they use these big things called lifts to go underneath and lift it up to the sky. So then the mechanics can work underneath the truck and car, so then they don't have to bend down or be uncomfortable. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Whoa, this is so heavy. Wow, this is a battery. Yeah, most vehicles have batteries, so then it helps them turn on. Yeah, and also turn on the radio. And things like that. Yeah, batteries have electricity stored inside. Ooh, look at these. These are hose clamps. Whoa, there's a small one, and here is a big one. These are what goes around hoses and clamps them nice and tight. Hey, what shape are these? Yeah, these are circles. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's put those back. Let's keep exploring. Whoa, look at all of these. Do you see these? Wow, this right here, yeah, is a nut, washer, and a bolt. This is what you use to tighten things. Yeah, nice and close together. Like say if there's a piece of metal right here and another piece of metal, you could tighten it nice and tight so then it doesn't slip and slide. All right, let's put that back. Okay, woo, so cool. Whoa, this is a massive engine. That looks so powerful. Wow. So cool. Well, hey, let's see. Oh, look at this. Remember earlier how I said that the lift lifts up the truck so the mechanic can stand up nice and tall? Well, sometimes you might not have a lift and you need to get really low on the ground and work on the vehicle from the ground. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Whee! Look at me go! I'm a mechanic! Whee! Yeah, you can slide because it has wheels. Okay, all right, enough playing around. Let's get to work. Oh, hey, it's someone else. Who are you?
Colton.
Oh, nice to meet you, Colton. Well, what are you doing over there?
Getting ready to weld.
Oh, weld? That's really cool. Hey, do you know what welding is? Yeah, welding's where you take two pieces of metal and apply some electricity, heat, some gas, and it becomes so hot, they become connected. Yeah, it's kind of like glue, but for metal. Well, Colton, will you show us how to do it?
Yep, I just need to lift up the truck.
All right, let's check it out. Wow, do you see what they're doing? Yeah, they're using those metal posts to go under the truck. So then they can work underneath it safely so it doesn't fall on them. Okay, let's watch them weld. Looks like he has some safety gear. Check it out. See these? Yeah, these are his gloves. It keeps his hands protected while he's welding. And this looks like his helmet. Yeah, and it has this really dark shade right here. So then he can look at what he's doing because it's too bright to look at without this. You definitely never want to look at what you're doing welding unless you have this. So if you ever see someone welding, do not look at that light, okay? Okay. Oh, here you go. Colton did such a great job welding. Hey, Colton, thank you so much for showing us how to weld.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah. All right, let's keep exploring. Let's go. Whoa! This has been so much fun. Did you see when he was welding? It looked like fireworks. Whoa! Yeah, that was awesome. Ooh. Look at this yellow toolbox. Whoa, I think we should open it up and see what tools are inside. Whoa! Whoa! Look at these socket sets. Wow! That is so nicely organized. Whoa! Remember earlier? Yeah, we were talking about those nuts. Yeah, these sockets go over the nuts. And then you use a lever to then turn it. And then you can get it nice and tight. Yeah, that is really cool. Ooh, let's see what else is in here. I love tools. They're so much fun. Whoa, look. Yeah, a wrench. Yeah, you can also use these to tighten nuts. That is so cool. All right, let's put it away. Ooh, what else is in here? Whoa, yeah, a crescent wrench. Whoa! We must have a customer. Someone else will get that. But hey, check it out, a crescent wrench. Looks like a mouth. Hello? Hello? That's silly. Okay, well, oh, look at this. You know what this is? Yeah, it kind of looks like a hammer, doesn't it? Yeah, but it's actually a rubber mallet. Watch this. Yeah! You can hit things with it. Yeah, you, like a tire. Watch this. I don't know what you would do that for, but it's fun. Whoa! Yeah, a vise right here? Yeah, you can put things in here. Turn this and see it closing. Yeah! Keeps things held right here, so then you can work on it. Woo-hoo-hoo, look! Yeah, looks like a fan. It looks like a fan. Yeah, this looks like a fan that goes in front of the radiator. Wow, I sure do love mechanic shops and tools. Hey, I think this is the perfect time for the tool song. Yeah!
When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. The wrench tightens pipes going clang, clang. A hammer hits a nail going bang, bang, bang. A drill is making holes going zzz, zzz. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. You hear thuds and squeaks, cracks and rings. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. You hear bangs and booms, clangs and zings. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. Cutting wires with some pliers going snip, snip. Cutting paper with some scissors going clip, clip. When you're working with tools, you've got to be real safe by wearing gloves on your hands and goggles on your face. And boys and girls, when you're working with tools, always follow mom and dad's safety rules. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. You hear thuds and squeaks, cracks and rings. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things. You hear bangs and booms, clangs and zings. When you're working with tools, you hear all kinds of things.
Whoa, check it out. Yeah, looks like we have some big bolts. Whoa, and we have some big nuts. Whoa! Hey, what's this doing here? Do you know what this is? Yeah, it's a steering wheel. 10 and 2. Driving a car is so much fun. You'll get there. And you need to be very safe and always wear your seatbelt. But hey, in order to drive your car, you need to maintain your vehicle. Yeah, and that is why we're at the mechanic shop. But hey, check these out. Whoa, this is the cylinder head. Whoa, there's so many parts to an engine, and this is just one of them. Whoa, and over here, this is the exhaust manifold. Whoa. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of parts to an engine, but this is where the engine is, and then the exhaust goes through all these pipes to the back of the vehicle. Yeah, and you've probably seen exhaust pipes before. Yeah. Well, hey, I have one last thing to show you right over here. The best part about mechanic shops is cleaning up at the end of the day, and all your hard work pays off. Well, this has been so much fun learning about tools with you today, and welding, and what it's like to be in a shop. Well, this is the end of this video, but if you want to watch more of my videos, all you have to do is search for my name. Will you spell my name with me? B-L-I-P-P-I, Blippi. Good job. All right, see you again. Bye-bye. Whee!
Come on everyone, let's make learning fun. Blippi. So much to learn about, it'll make you wanna shout Blippi!
B-L-I